Hi besties, I'll be showing you how I made this lovely two-piece. The upper part is the Bubu top with a stylish neckline. So in this tutorial, I'll be showing you the things I wish I did while cutting. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe. Now for this tutorial, I used 3 yards of an Ankara fabric, and here I folded my fabric into two. So you can try to fold it into four so you can cut out both the front and the back piece together, but I am cutting mine one so that I can manage my fabric for both the shorts. Now for the first measurement here is my shoulder divided by 2. Then from that shoulder point, I took the length of my sleeve, which was 13 inches. So depending on how long or how short you want your sleeve to be. Now on that 13 inches point, I'll mark it down. I'll take that point all the way down this way. So after that, I'll take a neck width of 3 inches, and the depth for the back will be 1 inch. So I'm marking the back neckline first, then I'll connect. After connecting, I'll come to the sleeve side. I'll come down 1 inch for my shoulder slope, and I'll connect that with the ruler to meet the neck width. Now this is what I have. Now from that shoulder slope, I'll come down 10 inches. So my armhole is 9 inches, but I want it to be a little free, so I use 10 inches, which is my bust point. Then I'll rule that out. Now from the starting line, I'll be taking my measurements. So I'm going to come down 16 inches for my waistline. Then I'll take the full length of my top, which is 25 inches. So I want it to be 24. Then I added 1 inch for hemming allowance, so depending on how long you want your top to be. Now on that armhole side, that is on the bust points, I'll divide my round bust by 4. Then I'll add 3.5 inches to that, so depending on how big or how fitted you want it to be. Then I'll come to the waistline, mark my waist measurement, then add the same 3.5 inches, and I'll connect from the bust line to the waistline. So I'll do the same thing on the hip line, divide my round hip by 4. I'll mark, then I'll add 3.5 inches stitching allowance. Then I'll connect from the waistline to the hip line. Like I said, the allowance depends on how you want yours to be. Now on from the hem of the full length, I'll come up by 1 inch, and I'll connect it back to the full length this way, because this is how I want mine to be. If you want yours to be straight, it is up to you. Now after that, I curved out my armhole, and that will be all for this. So this is like cutting a bubu, but this is the top version of bubu. So actually this was a requested tutorial from a subscriber, so I'll just cut out the excess I have. So guys, if I watch up to this point, before we get back, if not liked my video or giving me a thumbs up, please like, and let's get back to the video. So we're going to use this to cut out a second. Here I've cut out the two pieces. Now I'll be using one of the pieces. This one will be serving as my front piece, and I need to cut out the neckline for the front. So I'll be using 7 inches for the depth of the front neckline. So depending on how much deepness you want, but if you go below 7 inches, your nipple might show, or your bust might be too obvious. Then after that, I connected from the neck width to meet the 7 inches I came down below. So now I'll just trim off the little excess I have there. So I'll open it up so that you see what we have. Now this is what the top is looking like. So let's go cut out the design. Now for the design, this is the fabric I folded into two. And for the wideness, I have 11 inches, and for the length, I'm using 19 inches. So what I'm going to do now is I'll get the front piece this way. So this is like the facing for the front piece. I'll get the facing for it, I'll place it on it this way, and I'll trace that neckline out on the black fabric. So I use the doll face. So I'll take out the main piece. So now let's start our designing. Now from the neck depth, I'll be going in by 4 inches. So I used 4.5 inches actually, but I wished I used like 4 inches. Then after folding, it will go back to 3 inches. So this is the places I said the things I wished I did. So I marked 4.5 inches up to the where the neck depth stops. So I'm going to rule out the neck depth so you guys will see. So this is where the neck depth stops. You guys are seeing it. That's the neck depth. Now on the side here, I went up by 2 inches, and here I will suggest you go up at least 3 to 3.5 inches. That way it will give you a very sharp cut, just like the one we're trying to recreate. That's another thing I wished I did. Instead of going up by 2 inches, I wished I went up at least 3 inches or 3.5 inches, then connect it to the edge. Now for the base, I used 7 inches. So initially I marked 6.5, then I later made it 7 inches. So I'll connect from the where our neck width stopped, then connect it down to the 6 inches at the base. Like I said, I later made it 7 inches. So I'll reconnect. So these are the things I said I wished I did, but at the end of the day the results still came out looking very nice. So I'll just trim that off. So I'm going to open it up so you guys see what we are working on, or what we're going to use. So do you guys see what I mean? So assuming I went up by that 3 inches, the edges would have been like more curved. That's what I was trying to explain. So now please place the right side of this door face on the wrong side, then top stitch. I'll do that and bring it back. So after top stitching, this is what the front looks like. So this is what it looks like. So I'm just going to iron that part out. So the next thing I'll be doing now is to start folding the side. So we're going to use our iron to fold. So I'll be folding the side, then I'll use my hot iron to hold it down. So please, you need your ironing. As you fold, you press it down. As you fold, you press it down. So it will make top stitching on it very easy for you. So as you fold, you use your iron to press it down. As you fold them, use your iron to press it down. So I'll be doing this for the all of them, but for the rest of this, for the rest of it, I'm going to do it off camera because I don't want this video to be too long. So I'll fold it all around. So I'll do it off camera, then I'll bring it back to show what I have. So after folding it, guys, you see what we have. Now I'll just take it to the machine and I'll top stitch it all around. So I'll do that and bring it back to show you. So after stop stitching, you see what we have and how neat it looks. So for the back, I've equally used the facing to turn the back neckline. Now I'll place them right side facing each other. I'll be stitching the shoulders with half an inch. I'll stitch the shoulders with half an inch. After that, I'll close the sides and I'll hem the sleeves, and I'll do that and bring it back to show you. Now this is what I have done. Like I said, I've done everything. I've hemmed the lower part and I've equally hemmed the sleeve. So I'll keep this aside. Let's draft out the lower part. Now for the shorts, this is the fabric I've already cut out for it. So it's on fold. Now I'll be taking off 2 inches for my band. The next thing, I'll take my hip line. So my hip point is 9 inches. I'm going to mark that out. So for my crotch length, so my hip divided by 4 will give you 10. Adding 1 inch to that will make it 11. But I want this short to be a little free. Like I don't want the crouch area to be tight. So I added half an inch to that, making it 11.5. Now for the full length of the short, I want it to be 20 inches. And I added 1 inch for hemming, making it 21 inches. That is all the measurement I have here. So this is the crouch and this is the hip line. Now the upper part is serving as my waistline. I'll divide my round hip by 4 plus 1 inch for stitching allowance, and I'll do the same thing on the hip line. I'll extend that measurement to the crouch line and I'll connect them together this way. Now for my crouch extension, my hip divided for that is 40 divided by 20 will give you 2.5. So for my crouch extension, it will be 2.5 for the front. Now on that angle line, I'll be going up by 1 inch and I'll connect them together to the hip point this way. So this short, I don't want it to be too tight on my laps. Now I'm going to extend whatever measurement I have on the crouch down to the full length of the short, and that will be all. Now on the hip line, on that hip measurement line, I'll be taking my waist measurement, which is 28 divided by 4 will give you 7. Then I'll be adding 1 inch for my stitching allowance. and I'll connect it to the hip line this way. And guys, we are done drafting out the front part of this short. So next thing I'll do is just to cut out. So guys, if you have watched up to this point, you've not giving me a thumbs up, you've not liked any of my videos, you're really not trying. Please like my videos, and you can follow me on my Facebook at Ibe Chukusom, and the same thing on my Instagram. This is the places people request for tutorials. Now I'll use this front now to cut out the back. So for the back, I have already folded another fabric and placed my front on it. So make sure you have space on the side and at the front part. Now I'll be extending the crouch line for the back. Now for my crouch extension for the back, I divided my round hip by 10. My round hip divided by 10 will give you 4. I added half an inch to that, making it 4.5. Now I took that measurement from the front piece. You see where our hip line is on the front piece. That's where I took that 4.5 inches for it. So this is for my crotch extension for the back. Now on the waistline of the front, I'll go in by 2 inches and I'll extend it upwards this way. Now I went in by 2 inches and I marked it. Now that 2 inches I went in, I'll be replacing it on the side of the back piece. On the hip line, I'll be marking 1 inch, and on the full length of the short, I'll be marking 1 inch. So I'll be marking 1 inches. So this is the allowance we are going to be making use of, and this will help your zip to sit perfectly. So I'll connect all my lines. So please, for your bum rise, I used 1 inch for my bum rise. So I'll connect from that 2 inches from my bum rise of 1 inch to meet the new waistline. You see, now on the crouch line, I'll be coming down on the crouch line by half an inch. So this will help my crouch to sit properly, and I'll connect this way. So after that, on the side, I'll be adding 1 inch stitching allowance on the side of the shorts, and I'll connect. And that will be all for this short. So if you want to add your zipper to the back, so at the back here is where you'll be adding your zipper allowance, but I want my zip to be on the side, so there's no need for me to add a zipper allowance. So after that, I'll just cut out the excess I have. So next thing now is I'll take it to the machine. I'll close the crouch area with half an inch and do that and bring it back. Now here is the crouch line for the front, and on the side I just added a pocket. I want my pocket to be just on one side, and I've equally closed the crouch line for the back piece too, and I added the pocket to it. So the next thing I'll do now is I'll take it to the machine. I'll be using the 1 inch allowance I added to stitch the sides. So I'll stitch the side with 1 inch. Then I'll come to the pocket side. I'll stitch the sides and the pocket, then close the sides. So I'll do all of that and I'll bring it back to show you. So this is for the pants. I have closed it. Now it's time to close the crouch area. I'll place them right side facing each other this here. I'll take it to the machine. I'll use half an inch to close them. So I'll go stitch them down. I'll do all of that and bring it back to show you. Now after closing my short, this is what I have. The next thing I'm going to do now is I'll be adding my band. So this is the band. Remember our band was 2 inches, but I cut out a band of 2.5 inches. I'll be using half an inch to join in. Now I'll take it to the machine. I'll be stitching it all around using half an inch. After that, I'll add my zip to the side and hem the lower parts. I'll do that and bring it back. So here, this is for the upper part of the top, and this is for my shorts. So here, this is how the shorts looks. So thank you guys so much for watching up to this point. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel, and on your post notifications so you'll be notified every single time I post a new video. And like I said, you can follow me on Facebook at Ibe Chukusom. So see you on my next video. Bye.